Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. You see, Congress has prepared a dangerous plan to loot you. It says that it will first conduct an X-ray of people's income and then capture your property and give it to its vote bank. You know who said this? The Prime Minister said this. Conduct an X-ray, take your property and give it to its vote bank. I guess what he meant is give it to minorities, give it to Muslims. Why Modiji? Why all this? क्या जरूरत है इसकी? Let's talk about it. Let's get right into the show. Modiji had made that previous statement in Latur. In another statement, Modiji said, that is Congress, your intention is to loot the reservation and give it to Muslims. I challenge the Shehzada of Congress. See, from Pappu to Shehzada, I think that is a promotion for Rahul Gandhi. One should say that. So, the Shehzada of Congress to declare that they will never misuse the reservation based on religion. So, he says, boss, a reservation, he will take it away. He will take away reservation. He went on to say that if you have this, he said it in Gujarat. He said that if you have 2 buffaloes, Congress says it will give 1 buffalo to the government and 1 buffalo to your children. Here are 2 buffaloes, the government will take 1 buffalo. Okay, this is the Prime Minister of India speaking. He said a leader of INDI Alliance has exposed the strategy to the country. INDI Alliance has asked Muslims to go for vote jihad. So, love jihad ho gaya, ab vote jihad. Okay, there was one gentleman, some journalist who called it IAS jihad or UPSC jihad or something. Hey, everything is jihad now. Anyway, I will go through some statements and then let's get into our editorial. The Congress manifesto says that it will calculate the gold with mothers and sisters, get information about it and then distribute the property. They will distribute it to whom Manmohan Singh's government had said that Muslims have the first right on the country's assets. Prime Minister of India. The value of their Mangal Sutra is not in gold or it is price, but it is related to the dreams and lives, and you are talking about snatching it. Who says this? The Prime Minister says it. See, the point is very simple. The point is, first of all, Mr. Narendra Modi is the Prime Minister of this country. Every word he utters is heard by the entire world. There's a certain image that he was trying to build for himself. What is making him go down to the level of telling the people that you have 2 buffaloes, 1 buffalo, government will take 1 buffalo to your children?
તમારી પાસે 2 ભેંસ હોય તો એક ભેંસ કોંગ્રેસ વાળા કહેશે સરકારમાં આપી દો, એક તમારા છોકરાને આપવાની. કેમ તો અમારે એક ભેંસ અમારી વોટ બેંકમાં આપવાની છે. આ કાયદેસર લાવવા મેનિફેસ્ટોમાં લખ્યું છે, બોલો. આ હિંમત એમની.
What is that? What's that's forcing him to come down to this level and make these kind of statements? Statements where they say that, they will do X-ray of your assets, take your assets and give it to the vote bank of Congress. What is making you say this? I still think that the Bharatiya Janata Party has got an edge. I still think. Doesn't Mr. Modi believe in its own merit, his own strength? Doesn't he believe it? Or has he stopped believing in it? You see, the problem is, like I said, the whole world listens to him. The whole world, when I say listens to him, I don't think war stops because what he says, but I definitely do think that a Prime Minister of India, whether it is Mr. Narendra Modi or anybody else, when a Prime Minister of India speaks, the world normally listens. And imagine our Prime Minister of India saying this. That's the first thing. What will the world think about us? What will the world think about our population? The world will think, is this that easy to fool an Indian? Is it that easy to fool an Indian? 2 buffalo, 1 buffalo, government will take. Is it that easy to fool? Number 1. Number 2 is, my question is it that easy to fool our people? You think that just because you are in front of rural audience, those rural audience do not understand? Are you trying to tell a rural audience that somebody will take her gold, somebody will take her Mangal Sutra, somebody will take her buffalo, and that rural audience will say, Bapre, my buffalo will go and he'll come and vote for. Do you actually think that's going to happen? You see, like I told you, a large part of my life I have spent in rural communication. A large part of my life. I have traveled extensively in Indian rural markets. And one thing, let me tell you, if anybody thinks that rural Indians are idiots, they're absolutely wrong. They're absolutely wrong. Politically, possibly, this is my view, I may be wrong, politically, they're more conscious than even urbanites. They're more conscious. So, telling them that your buffalo will go, your Mangal Sutra will go, do you think they're actually believing you? They may be clapping, but do you think they're actually believing you, Modiji?
तो मुझसे छीनने की बात कर रहे हो अपने मैनिफेस्टो में? गोल ले लेंगे, सबको वितरित कर देंगे। और पहले जब उनकी सरकार थी उन्होंने कहा था कि देश की संपत्ति पर पहला अधिकार मुसलमानों का है। इसका मतलब ये संपत्ति इकट्ठी करके किसको बांटेंगे? जिनके ज्यादा बच्चे हैं उनको बांटेंगे। घुसपैठियों को बांटेंगे। क्या आपकी मेहनत की कमाई का पैसा घुसपैठियों को दिया जाएगा? आपको मंजूर है ये कांग्रेस का मैनिफेस्टो कह रहा है।
Why are you doing this? Why? Why are you talking this language? Why? You don't need to. You are popular. Your party seems to be doing okay at the last polls. I mean, as in the last opinion polls. Your party seems to be doing okay. Has something really gone wrong? Point number 2. Point number 3 is, you see, 10 years of your prime ministership. 10 years. You have nothing else to talk about other than 2 buffaloes, 1 buffalo government will take. Nothing else. I'm sure you must have done lot of work in your tenure. Couldn't you be showing that? Telling people, listen, I did this, I did that, I gave houses, I gave monies, I gave bank accounts. Couldn't you be talking about that? Or you yourself are not very sure as to what you have delivered. What is the problem? I mean, if you have delivered so much, you should be standing and talking on the top of your voice and talking about it. Talking about your achievements, talking about what you delivered to India, instead of talking about 2 buffaloes, 1 going to government, 1 going to your son. Isn't that very obvious? Why, Modiji? Why? Why not talk about your achievements? Why are you talking about buffaloes and Mangal Sutras? That's my question number 3. My question number 4. You see, somewhere down the line, I think, a little serious note, both our government, and this time I'm saying governments, I'm not even talking about Modi government, governments and we take it very easy with our governments. We are okay. Look, I'll tell you what I mean by that. You see, today's Indian Express headline is over 2 lakh crore, highest monthly GST collection. Or they say that gross goods and service tax collection rose to 12.4% to touch a record high of 2,10,000 crores in April for year-end sales of March. 2,10,000 crores. And everybody is, congratulating themselves. Government people, they're all congratulating themselves. Finance Minister, everybody congratulating themselves. Are, what have you done? You have collected taxes. You have collected taxes. And you are saying, Are, how much money? See, record collection. See, it is like a conductor in a bus. Conductor. You see, when the conductor coming and saying, Are, I have done too much collection. Good. But what has the conductor actually done to do that collection? There were passengers who boarded the bus and the conductor gave the tickets and took the money from the passengers. That is what the conductor did. The same thing government is doing. Tax, they are collecting. Somebody is investing. Somebody is manufacturing, somebody is producing, and somebody is buying. And what the government is doing, collecting taxes from every place they are collecting tax. Or I say we collected 2 lakhs. What is in it? What is the government done? Now, let me ask you some straight questions. What have the government done to increase demand? Can you name 5 things that the government has done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 things the government has done to ensure that there is more demand in the market. Then you say, see, listen, we created demand. People went and bought. And here, done. GST, we collected more. Acha. Second, what have you done to ensure that the people who went and purchased, have you put money in their pockets? Have you put money in the pockets of the poor? Have you done that? Saying that, boss, we have made so much money available so that people had to go. Consumerism really took off. People went out and purchased this financial year. Wow! 2,12,000 crores. Record. That's what I did. Have you done that? Can you give me 4 or 5 instances where you've put money in the pockets of the consumers, pocket of the people so that they can go and purchase? Poor people, rich people, yes. Rich people, yes, Baba. I understand. Poor people. I am talking about poor and middle class. I only talk about poor and middle class. Have you put money? So you have not. Acha, have you given employment? Has the employment figures gone up? So you can say, okay, I gave a lot of employment. This time around, we created a lot of employment and people got employed. When people got employed, they got salary. When they got salary, they had money, personal disposable income to spend, and they went and splurged. They went and spent money. Have we done that? Then what are we taking credit about? What are we taking credit about? What have the government done? What has the government done? Acha, has the government done anything specific for MSMEs? Why MSMEs? Because MSMEs create almost 60% of jobs in India. 60% of jobs. Most of the people are not working with big, huge conglomerates. They work with chota MSMEs. That is what they do. Have you gone out of your way to promote MSMEs and saying that, listen, I'm going to promote MSMEs so that MSMEs promotes, there will be more jobs available in the market, more people will get jobs. Have you done that? Was there a plan that you worked on and that plan is successful and then saying, Dick, my plan got successful and here you are, taxes we collected more. Are we saying that? Was there a plan that you worked on? So if there is no plan, then what are we talking about? What credit are we taking? 2,12,000, you will collect 4,25,000 crores. How does it, what's your credit in it? Some rich people went and purchased. Some rich people purchased. Rich people purchase more, poor people purchase less. Richer the people get, they purchase more and more. And the poorer the people are, they purchase their basic necessities. You charge taxes on everything. And they paid. What are we gloating about? What is the big story? Acha, tell me, have we ever seen a headline where the government says, okay, this time around we have created record profits from all our PSUs. Record profits. And I am telling you, next time around, no PSUs of India will go into losses. Have we said that? What happened to MTNL? What have you done to that organization? Air India, so you sold. What have you done to those organizations? My question is, PSU ka waise hai, waise hai. Some of them are doing well, I am not disputing. But are we in a position to stand up tall and say, we have changed the fates of the PSUs in India? Are we in a position to say that? If you have not done any of these 5 things I just spoke about, what credit are we taking? What credit is the government taking for collecting 2.10 lakh crores? What credit are we taking? Rich people bought stuff. They paid taxes. Poor people also, whatever they had to buy to survive, they also bought. They also paid taxes. And you are gloating about it. Ye funda mujhe samjha nahi. The conclusion is as follows. What I am trying to conclude is I am baffled as to why is Mr. Modi, the Prime Minister of this country, resorting to these kind of statements. where he either considers that people are idiots not to understand what he's saying, or not to understand and not to rationalize what he's saying when he says that there's an X-ray and then, they will take away your money, they will take away your Mangal Sutra, they will also take away your buffalo. And all this, people are not rational enough to understand. This is the first question I ask. Does he think that is the fact? And second question I ask is, why doesn't he talk about his achievements? Why doesn't he talk about his achievements instead? Is it because he doesn't trust his achievements, or is it because he believes that he doesn't have any? And finally, why are we gloating on things, or why are we talking about things where the government has done nothing much to kind of, except for collecting and sending notices and sending court orders and other things, the government has done nothing much to collect these taxes. So these are the questions I wanted to ask, and I hope I get answers to this before I end. Yesterday, you guys made us proud. We are 1 million now. Our subscribers are 1 million now, and that gives us a lot of that motivates us. That motivates us is because that's a big thing for us. It's a big thing for us. People watching us, people sharing our content, liking us, subscribing to us. You see, these things keep us going because there's nothing much otherwise. These things, actually keep us going. So I genuinely thank you from the bottom of my heart for your subscription, for subscribing to our channel. And if you have not, please do subscribe. We want to be 2 million now. Now, bhook bada hai. So we want to be 2 million. So do subscribe to us. And thank you so much for watching. And thank you so much for all those lovely comments and lovely mails that I received yesterday. I am so grateful. I mean, you guys made my day. You really made my day. Thank you so much. Till I see you next time. Namaskar.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.